Namaste, my beloved friends. After many months, today I am once again recording this podcast from the lap of nature, from the beach, with the sound of the waves behind me, the cool breeze touching the skin, and the vast ocean reminding us of something very important. Life is in rhythms. The tides rise, the waves come, the waves dissolve, and just like the ocean, human life too moves through cycles of action, rest, expansion, destruction, silence, and rebirth. There is a reason why spiritually evolved people across civilizations were always drawn towards rivers, oceans, mountains, forests, and caves. Nature has a way of resetting the mind. Walking barefoot on the beach, listening to the rhythmic sound of the sea, even you can listen and even you can see this beautiful ocean. Watching the horizon, breathing the salty ocean air. All these things gradually slow down mental noise and help the nervous system come back into alignment. Every modern science acknowledges what ancient yogis already knew. Natural environments heal emotional exhaustion, reduce anxiety, calm overactive thinking, and restore inner balance. And astrologically speaking, water bodies have a profound impact on the subconscious mind because the moon, the karaka of emotions and mind, resonates deeply with water. Whenever life becomes too noisy, too crowded, too mentally exhausting, sometimes you do not need more answers. Sometimes you simply need silence, nature, and space. And perhaps that is exactly why destiny brought me here today to speak about an important astrological movement that carries powerful fire energy, movement, courage, ambition, attraction, and opportunities. Mars entering Aries, forming a harmonious sextile with Jupiter and Venus in Gemini. This is a highly dynamic cosmic combination. Mars in Aries is raw fire. It wants movement, action, victory, initiation, speed, risk, courage. And when this fiery Mars begins harmoniously connecting with Jupiter and Venus in Gemini, suddenly the universe creates a powerful bridge between action and communication, between courage and opportunity, between movement and visibility, between confidence and attraction. This is the kind of transit that can suddenly make people more expressive, ambitious, social, visible, courageous, flirtatious, restless, creative, and mentally charged. Conversations become important, networking becomes important, visibility becomes important, public image becomes important. People suddenly feel the urge to launch something, to announce something, to travel somewhere, to start something new, to speak their truth, or to take bold decisions they were postponing for a long time. As Lao Tzu beautifully said, a journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. And Mars in Aries is exactly that first step. Now let us understand. How this transit may influence all 12 zodiac signs. Let us begin with Aries. For Aries, this transit can make you feel alive again. Your confidence increases, your personal magnetism increases. People notice your presence more strongly now. If you have been feeling emotionally drained for many months, this transit may gradually restore your fighting spirit. However, avoid impulsive speech and unnecessary ego clashes. Not every battle deserves your energy. Remember this. For Taurus, this transit may activate hidden restlessness within you. Your mind may become unusually active during late nights. There can be secret planning, spiritual introspection, foreign connections, or preparation for something important happening behind the scenes. Pay attention to dreams and intuition during this phase. For Gemini, this is a highly favorable transit for networking, visibility, friendships, collaborations, social media growth, and audience expansion. Venus and Jupiter in your sign can amplify charm, attraction, intelligence, and communication abilities. Many Geminis may suddenly become more socially active and visible. However, do not overcommit yourself everywhere. Scattered energy can become the biggest problem now. So ensure that you don't waste your energy on unnecessary things. For Cancer, career matters become highly active. Some important professional decision may arise. This transit may push you toward leadership roles, visibility, public speaking, consulting, teaching, or independent ventures. At the same time, emotional balance becomes important because Mars can create inner irritability. Do not allow temporary frustration to damage long term relationships. Remember this. For Leo, this is one of the more supportive transits for you. Travel opportunities, international connections, higher learning, teaching, publishing, spiritual exploration, all these themes may become active. You may feel inspired to share your wisdom more openly with the world. As Swami Vivekananda said, take risk in your life. If you win, you can lead. If you lose, you can guide. For Virgo, this transit may trigger deep inner transformation, financial restructuring, joint finances, hidden fears, psychological healing, karmic realizations can become important themes. At the same time, this transit can increase passion, intensity, and emotional depth. Avoid overthinking every situation. Not everything in life can be controlled mentally. Remember this. For Libra, relationships become highly activated now. For some, this can bring exciting new connections. For others, important discussions within existing relationships can trigger. Business partnerships, collaborations, contracts, and negotiations may also increase during this time. Communication becomes the key. The right words spoken at the right time may completely change a relationship dynamic now. For Scorpio, your workload may increase significantly. There can be more activity related to health, routines, discipline, fitness, schedules, productivity, and responsibilities. This transit supports taking initiative and improving efficiency. However, avoid burnout. Mars sometimes creates the illusion that you are invincible. But remember, even warriors need recovery. For Sagittarius, this can become a beautiful transit for creativity, romance, self expression, teaching, performance, writing, media, and content creation. Your confidence may become more visible now. Many Sagittarians may feel inspired to reconnect with joy, hobbies, creativity, and passion. This is also favorable for those involved in entertainment, education, or spiritual communication. For Capricorn, home and family matters may demand more attention. There can be changes related to property, renovation, relocation, family dynamics, or emotional healing. Some Capricorns may also feel a stronger desire to reconnect with emotional security after a long period of excessive responsibility. Remember, success without peace eventually becomes exhaustion. For Aquarius, this transit can make your communication extremely powerful. Writing, speaking, marketing, teaching, social media, podcasts, interviews all become highly activated now. Your ideas may travel far during this period, but be mindful of impatience. Speaking fast is not the same as speaking wisely. For Pisces, financial matters may improve gradually. New income opportunities, consulting, creative monetization, business ideas, communication based earnings can emerge now. At the same time, impulsive spending should be avoided. Sometimes, abundance is not destroyed by lack of income, but by lack of awareness. Overall, this Mars transit in Aries, forming a harmonious connection, a sextile aspect with Jupiter and Venus in Gemini, creates movement. And whenever the universe creates movement, one thing becomes necessary: clarity. Because movement without direction becomes chaos, and direction without action becomes stagnation. This transit supports those who are willing to act courageously while remaining mentally flexible. It rewards initiative, but it also demands awareness. And before I conclude this podcast, let me leave you with a beautiful wisdom story. There was once a sailor who spent his entire life studying the ocean. He knew the tides, he knew the maps, he knew the winds, he knew every technical detail about sailing. But despite all his knowledge, he was deeply afraid of storms. One day, an old fisherman asked him, "Have you truly listened to the sea?" The sailor laughed and said, "I have studied the sea for 30 years." The fisherman smiled and replied, "No, you have studied about the sea, but you have never listened to it." That night, a storm arrived. Terrified, the sailor sat frozen inside his boat. But the old fisherman remained calm. He simply closed his eyes and said, "The sea is not your enemy. The fear inside you is your enemy." And suddenly the sailor understood something profound. A storm outside can only destroy you when there is already a storm within you. And so, my beloved friends, life will always bring transits, some calm, some intense, some rewarding, some deeply karmic. But the real spiritual journey is not about controlling every external wave. It is about learning how to remain centered while the waves continue moving around you. Perhaps that is the greatest wisdom the ocean teaches us. Sit silently near the sea someday, just like me, the way I'm sitting. Just sit silently near the sea, and you will realize the waves never stop, and yet the ocean remains vast, deep, and undisturbed. And as I bring this podcast to a close, I must say this from my heart. Leaving this beautiful beach feels heavy. There is a certain peace here, a certain silence, a certain divine rhythm that the heart quietly gets attached to. But just like the waves must return to the ocean, and just like the tides must keep moving, I too must now return to my karmic duties. I have to get back to Pune because ultimately, spirituality is not about escaping life, it is about returning to life with greater awareness. Carrying this calm within, this stillness within, this connection within, no matter where we go. Until next time, stay aligned, stay aware, and stay connected to your inner ocean. May this Mars transit in Aries give you all courage. May Jupiter give you wisdom. May Venus give you grace. And may your actions move in alignment with your higher destiny. And now I will have my sweet time alone with this beautiful ocean. I'll start with my walk again and I'll be back soon. Jai Sri Ganesha. Jai Guru. Hari Om Tat Sat.
ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः। ॐ गं गणपतये नमः।